Hey guys, it's me, Courtney, and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to do a full face of NYX Cosmetics. Some of these products I have tried before, some of them are kind of new to me and new on the market. So if you are interested in how I got this look and my thoughts on these products, then please continue to watch. The first thing that I went in with were my eyebrows. The product that I tried today was the NYX Eyebrow Cake Powder. So I just went in with the black color and I just used like a really light hand with it. I'm not mad at how my brows turned out. I think they actually turned out pretty decent. I still think my Kat Von D Brow Strike powder is like one of the best powders on the market, mainly because it has like a shimmer to it, which I really like. Actually, before I did my my brows, I went in with this is the Haydra-Touch Oil Primer. Now I went in with this one mainly because this foundation that I use, the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop, is really drying. So I was thinking that the Haydra-Touch Oil Primer could sort of take away a little bit of that dryness. Because I went in with the oil primer, I did try to give it time to really settle in and sink into the skin, and it just felt like it never did. So I went in with this. This is the Mineral Matte Finishing Powder. What I was gonna do is basically like set the oilier parts of my face and then put the foundation on top, which I have done before with the regular powder and it works fine. But as you will see in the little video that I'm gonna play, things didn't quite turn out that well. It was this powder, it was the concealer, it was like a whole mesh of things that didn't work out. But yeah, so after I went in with the powder, I did go in with the Can't Stop Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation. I actually have a review on this product. It's not a bad foundation. I think that for dry skin like myself, it's not the best. Up close it does look dry, but it is a matte foundation. This is the Can't Stop Won't Stop Contour Concealer. So I think they're trying to do an entire Can't Stop Won't Stop line for NYX. This is the concealer that's supposed to coincide with the foundation. Today's not the first day that I tried this concealer. I actually tried it with another foundation, I can't remember the name of it, and another powder for that matter, and this did not do well. It kind of did the same thing that I'm going to show you. Once I put this on, it is a very nice coverage. However, one of the things that I noticed, it started to stick. So it's almost like a fast drying concealer formula. However, when it did stick, it was literally no longer movable. So I ended up having like some spots that were just empty, so I couldn't blend it completely. So I had to go in with a few more layers here and there to try to make everything, I guess, look better. Another thing that I noticed is it did oxidize, especially like on my nose. I had to go in with a little bit more because again, it was leaving like spots. And then when it came to putting the mineral powder, the finishing powder on top of the concealer, everything just went completely like left. It left like this dark black or brown, like I don't even know what you would call it, but it looked like straight dirt. And then the concealer in general was like orange around my under eye, and then black and brown basically where the concealer met the foundation. And my first thought was maybe it was the oil, maybe it was the foundation, maybe it was the powder. But then I remembered I had tried this before and it did something similar where it was dark around the area that it met my foundation. So I don't know if I got a bad batch with this concealer, but yeah, I hate this. I have never said that I hate a product, but there's no way I would ever use this again or would ever recommend this. This is horrible. As far as the actual matte finishing powder, it does make everything matte, but it also leaves a few casts that I couldn't wipe it off. Even when I like brushed it like vigorously, it would not come off. So it's one of those things where I do feel like this is a soft powder, and it might work for somebody, but it really didn't work for me. It was so bad. The second time that I had to go in and redo my makeup, like I went ahead and did my eyeshadow first. So this is one of NYX's newer palettes. This one is off Tropic, and I actually saw this online and I was just like really in love with the colors, mainly because they were so bright and vibrant. The first thing I did was took this color, this is like a reddish orange, and I put that in my crease, just sort of blended it all the way up to make sure that you could see it with my eyes open. After that, I took this pinkish reddish color and put that right below the crease. I just wanted like a little bit of definition with it. So then I took this dark brown color in the palette just to deepen my outer corner on the lid. Now the next thing I did was I tried to go in with this purple, and this purple is like a shimmery purple, but when I used my finger it didn't really pack the punch that I was looking for. So I went in with my Fix Plus on a flat brush and I got a little bit more color payoff, but still not quite what I was looking for. But yeah, so after that I went in with this color, which was one of the colors that really drew me to this. It's like a duochrome, golden orangish reddish depending on how you look at it. I still use this one with my Fix Plus, and I went in like to the inner corner of my eye and sort of packed that on. Now, the one thing about this palette, though I think that aesthetically, just looking at it, it's so beautiful, I do think the mattes work really well, especially for drugstore. However, the shimmers in here are such a letdown. Even with the Fix Plus, it's still not as vibrant as I wanted it, and it's so unfortunate because looking at this palette is just, it's so pretty and I just wanted it to really pop. I feel like NYX eyeshadows are just such an up and down sort of situation. Some palettes I get are really awesome, some palettes I get are just crap, for lack of a better word. So what I ended up doing to the bottom lash line, I took this purple right here and just sort of ran that on the bottom. Now with my pencil brush, sort of pushing it in there, it turned out really well on the bottom lash line, but for whatever reason on my eye, it just wasn't giving me this, if that makes sense. If you were curious about this, I mean, it's like $19, which is a little bit more expensive for drugstore. But like I said, I did come out with a look that looks pretty cute, but I'm just a little bit disappointed in it, just a little bit. Before I put my lashes on, I did go in with this. This is the Worth the Hype mascara. This is one of those mascaras that, like, for my lashes, my itty bitty lashes, it doesn't do much. If I'm gonna be honest, like a lot of times, most of the time, 90% of the time, I'm gonna be wearing lashes anyway, so I don't really gauge the mascara by if it works for my top lashes. More so I gauge it if it works on the bottom, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that because I forgot to do that. I don't know, it's one of those things, I'll probably play with it a little bit more, but I'm not mad at it. So this is a pretty, it's like a decent product. This is the NYX Wonderstick. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. I got the shade Deep. It always like drives me crazy when like they say deep and I can use it, because that means it's not deep, is it? No. Alright, so this is what this stick looks like essentially, and if I would have thought about it, I probably could have used this as my concealer, but we're past it. The thing about this, I think that this is a good product. It glides on really easy, and it blends out so beautifully. However, it's more of like a golden brown, but like once it's blended out, it's like really beautiful. It leaves like that natural shine, and I really do like the way the contour and everything looks. For me, this color specifically is not contour enough, so it's like I said, it's more so like a bronzer, like a bronzer that you contour with. If I can use that as like a bronzer on my skin tone, there's no way deeper skin can use this. Like, what would they use this for? It can't, like, how do you call this deep if I can use it as a bronzer? How does that work? I'm always curious. Whose deep is this? How is this deep? Like, I consider my skin tone a little bit more, I guess, tan than anything, and I can't use this. So how would anybody in the deep category even begin to use this? Like, I don't understand why brands do that. I really don't. So I went in with the NYX matte bronzer. Now this is a super pigmented bronzer. I know it doesn't look like much, but honestly, like, if you use too much, you will be left with like dark dirt look on your face. I don't know how else to describe it, but yeah, so this bronzer a little bit goes a long way. I like to sort of tap in, tap off, and then lightly brush, and then take whatever's on the brush and move it around as much as I can before I don't have any more pigment on it. If I'm not mistaken, they do have more shades of this online, either on the Sephora site or on the NYX site. But if you guys haven't tried this bronzer and you're looking for one that's really inexpensive, this one is awesome. This is a highlighter. This one is part of the Grind collection. They did like 3 steampunk collection. The other ones didn't really call to me as much just because of the tones in them. This I used a deeper one as a blush, and then the gold one as a highlighter. These two colors together are absolutely stunning. Look at that. It's like a burnt orange terracotta-y kind of color. I really like colors like this for my skin tone and deeper, mainly because like when you have like an orangey or a golden, it almost is like a sun-kissed kind of look. The way that the two of them mix together, even on the cheeks, is just like stunning. And it's not like a gritty kind of highlighter and blush. Everything goes on very smooth and just soft and just everything. It doesn't cling to any dry patches or anything like that. It literally just floats on your skin. It's so beautiful. So to set everything, I use the First Base Primer Spray. It's like a nice mister. It kind of reminds me of the Milani, what is it, the Milani Make It Last setting spray, except the Milani leaves your skin a little bit more dewy in my opinion, whereas this one just melts everything together without adding any extra shine. So I actually really like this. Last but not least, I use the Powder Puff Lippy. I love the blotted lip trend because it's like a soft like touch of color, and it's never really too matte, too dry, or anything like that. It's just like a little hint of something, you know what I mean? But it's enough to really make a look. I really love this. I do hope they come out with more colors, mainly because like the colors they have are kind of basic and it's like, yeah, okay. So the one that I'm wearing, this one is called Squad Goals, and then the other one that I got is Best Buds. This one is a little bit more of a peachy nude on me. I know it's coming up a little bit more pink. As it fades away, it fades in like this beautiful like tint on your lips. I don't know, I just really enjoy a blotted lip no matter where it comes from, but the NYX ones are really awesome. Alright guys, I think that is everything. I'm sorry if this video was like me sort of rambling a little bit, but I did want to let you guys know my thoughts on all of the products that I got. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your favorite NYX products. Let me know if you guys have tried any of these products and got the same sort of situation that I did. If this video was entertaining, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Share the video if the mood suits you, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.